Hey, this is Ronald from Math Skills University, and I've been using Windows since 3.0, so I know it very well. I've received a lot of questions about Windows 10, 11, different versions, and how to do various things. And I also looked on Google and YouTube to see what people are looking for when it comes to Windows 11. Today I'm going to try to go over a lot of this and answer a lot of these questions and make it very simple. And one of the things people are asking is how to remove programs. So all we want to do is go to Control Panel, press the Windows Start button, type in Control, and Control Panel will come up. And from here, I can do almost anything. If yours looks like this, go up here to Category, and then go down to Large Icons. Once I'm here, if I go to Programs and Features, and when I'm removing programs, I like this because I can arrange them by name in order, A to Z, so I can find what I'm looking for. Or you can have the larger icons. If you want to remove OneDrive or any bloatware that normally comes with systems, this is where you will do that. Find the program you want to delete, go up to Uninstall, and press OK. Let's go back over here, hit the arrow key going back. If you have a laptop, a lot of times when you turn it off, you want to do certain things. If I go over to Power Options, this is where I can choose what happens when I close the lid on a laptop. Shuts down, does nothing. When I close my lid on my laptop, because I have 3 external monitors, I want it to do nothing. Here's my power plan. I can change that. I have a custom plan and create your own plan, but you go next and change your plan. That's how we change our power options. There's a few things here like your default programs. You can find those right here. And this will show you all the default programs that load. And you can change them and do whatever you want to do there. And you can go through some of the stuff. Firewall should be on. Device Manager is something that you might want to look at. Say, for example, if you lose your Bluetooth, then you can go over here and you can change that. This is everything connected to my Bluetooth. So I can go and look at drivers for individual devices I have. If I want to look at my graphic card or my monitor to see what kind of monitor I have, it's going to tell me I have 3 right here. This is where I can also update drivers, disable drivers. This is my computer itself, right? My gaming laptop. Then we'll go down to displays. I have an Intel processor and an NVIDIA processor. And again, I can do some driver updates there, but normally you want to go to the actual source, which in this case will be NVIDIA, no third-party sources. Because that's how you get viruses and things like that on your system. So always go directly to the source. If you want to look at how your sound's set up, I can go here and look at my speakers, and my monitors have speakers too. Another question I get all the time is how to force stop an application that's behaving badly. And sometimes your system just freezes. This is one thing that you can try that usually works with Windows 11 or Windows 10. Just press Control plus Alt plus Delete, and then click on Task Manager. Then you'll get this screen. This will pop up. Then you can find the program that you think is the culprit. I'll just say maybe it's Edge, press Delete, and that program is gone. Now, if you can get access to your taskbar, you can right-click your taskbar, and then click on Task Manager, and you'll get the same thing. But sometimes you can't get to this. It doesn't respond. So if that's the case, Control plus Alt plus Delete. Speaking of taskbar, let's stay here. But now we're going to go to taskbar settings. And people ask me all the time, how do I hide this? How do I move it? Things like that. Simple. Everything you want is right here. Just go to taskbar behavior. As you can see right here, the alignment censored. I can hide it. You can do a lot of things right here. Also, if you want to dictate which icons appear down here, you can turn different things on and off. Then if I want to really quick, pop an application down to my taskbar. When it's over here, right click on it. I can pin it to my start button, which is right here, the start, or I can pin it to my taskbar. I can also uninstall that application versus going into the control panel. Some people want to know how to do a screenshot or record their screen. And that's pretty simple. You're going to press the Windows key plus Shift plus S as in Sam. Then you'll get this, and this is the snippet tool. Once I have the snippet tool up, I can take a screenshot and change what I want to shoot. I can do a video. It's usually going to be a smaller window, but if you have a camera connected, that works. Over here, I can do a quick markup and use the pen to mark things up with a color picker. And then over here, I can do a text extractor. Now, you guys can play with this. I'm just going to show you where these files go at this point. Say if I just take a screenshot and we want the full screen, we'll just do that. Where they go. So over here, I don't show a lot on my left bar, but if I wanted to, I'll right click this and I can show all of my folders. And some people are asking where I lost my download folder, I lost my document folder. This is how you can find all your folders again. Once we take the screenshot and record that video, if I go over here to my pictures or my videos, I will see that. But here is a screenshot under pictures. Double click that, and I have 3 monitors connected, so that's what you see. And I'm actually in the process of doing this lesson right now. But it's going to take a screenshot of all of your monitors, so keep that in mind. How do I map a network drive? So what you do is just go over here, click on my PC, right click on it, and you come down here and you see map network drive. Well, how do I hide a folder? Just come and create a folder real quick, call it new, go inside that folder, now right click, and then you can just click on properties and then hide the folder, apply it, and click OK. Now if I go back, that folder's hidden, but I know it's there. I'll just type in new, go inside it, and there's my folder. If I want to unhide that, just unhide it. Click apply and click OK, and now it's back. How do you see hidden folders or hidden items? So what you do is once you're in any directory, click on view and then click on show down here and just click on hidden items right there. Once you delete a file, it's going to be gone, but right click on the recycle bin, empty the recycle bin. Go to properties on the recycle bin, and you want to make sure that you have a display delete confirmation dialog. You can also change these options as well. Sometimes your recycle bin just disappears. Can't find it. But here's how you can find that recycle bin. Right click on your desktop, go to personalize, and say if yours is gone, mine is not gone. Go to themes and go down to desktop icon setting, and then you want to make sure that you restore default, or you can bring back that icon. If you see this, or if you don't see it, sometimes this gets funky, so you might want to uncheck this, click OK, then go back into this and then check it again and click OK, and then your icon should come back. But yeah, sometimes your icon just disappear, and you can move this icon anywhere you want. I like mine down in the bottom, out of the way. But just make sure you have that confirmation box on. Some of the other questions I get are how to set up Wi-Fi, how to set up Bluetooth. If you go to the Bluetooth icon and right click on it, I can add a Bluetooth device here. If it's turned off, I can turn it on from here. In terms of setting up Wi-Fi, down here I'll see this icon. That's network. If I click on that, left click, I'll see Wi-Fi here. Mine is turned off. To turn it on, just click on it. Now it's blue. Click on the arrow, and I can see what Wi-Fi options are available. People also ask me, how do I change my background? Very simple. Right click on the screen, go to personalize, then I'll go up to background. I have a picture selected. It's browsed to this lesson folder, right? I can also change it to solid color, Windows Spotlight Pictures, or Slideshow. And this is my Slideshow folder with all of my different photographs. BIOS. How do I get to my BIOS? How do I reformat my system? How do I go back to the very beginning? Here's where I can do that. Click on the Windows Start button and type in BIOS. BIOS. And here I can figure out problems, reinstall anything. I can reset my PC, do a quick machine recovery, advanced setup. You can do all that right here. Also, what you might want to do is create a restore and just type in restore point. Need to activate that, but you can create a restore point. So if something goes wrong with Windows, you can always go back to a particular date and time. Do that right here. People also ask me, how do I restart Windows in safe mode? If I go down here to the icon and go over to the power button and click restart, but while I'm clicking restart, hold down your shift key. Another way is while Windows is restarting, hold down F4 on your keyboard. But if you hold down F5, you'll also have networking capability. So if you have to go on the internet, you'll be in safe mode, but you'll still be online. Hope that makes sense. But if you're in Windows 7, you want to press F8. Most of what I'm telling you right now will work in Windows 10 and Windows 11. If you want to check for updates on Windows, let's press the Windows icon and type in up and click on check for updates. Just going to do a quick check of your update. That's how you do that. People want to know what they have in their system or their laptop. If I just typed in system, this will give me a detailed look at what's in this case, my laptop. The Windows 11 version built, what Intel processor I have, how much memory I have, the hard drive capacity. I can look at display, and it will tell me that I have 2 different graphic cards, an NVIDIA card and an Intel. This is by default. If I'm trying to run a new game or some kind of high-end program, I'll go over here to my NVIDIA setup. I'll go to program setting and I'll add a program, say for more. Click on that, add that program. As you notice, by default, it's going to say use, right? Your auto select integrated. You don't want that. You want your high performance NVIDIA processor. Go down here to the right and click on apply. What you're going to look at definitely is what kind of graphic card you have. So if you have to upgrade the driver to that and go to NVIDIA to get that driver, you need to know the exact model of that card. In this case, GeForce RTX 460 series. If I were going to find that driver, this is what I would type. But I will make sure I go directly to NVIDIA. Do not go to a third party. I always go directly to the source for that. Here, press the Windows key plus I as in internet. And you'll get this. And here are some recommended settings that you can change as well. Taskbar default. When you first have Windows installed, it's going to load recommended apps here constantly, and it's annoying. So right click on the desktop, go to personalize, then click on start. Then now you can change a lot of stuff here, but this is what you want to disable. Recommended tips, shortcuts. You can turn off a lot of that stuff right here. Let's look at how to keep Windows clean and running fast. And that's going to start with disk cleanup. Press start in Windows and type in disk cleanup. Again, you can pin this to your taskbar here. Once you're in disk cleanup, you're going to see this. Make sure all these boxes are checked. And if you do a Windows update, it's going to keep that information in there. So make sure you delete it. Then do it again. But this time we're going to run cleanup on the system files. Give it a second. Same thing here. Make sure all the boxes are checked. And then click OK and delete. If you haven't done this ever, or you wait too long to do it, this will take a long time. And no, this is not deleting anything you haven't saved somewhere else. While this may be a bit more technical, here's a manual way for you to go in and delete files from your Windows Temp folders as well as your user folder. Go to C/Windows. Click anywhere and now press the letter T as in Tom. Double left click on Temp. Press Control A as in Apple. Delete. You're going to get this pop-up. If you can't do it, just skip it. That's fine. Let it do what it's going to do. And that's it. Now we're going to go back over here to C, and I want to go into my user file. So we're going to type in users, and I'm going to pop up. You have users / whatever your computer or laptop or whatever name is here, then app data, and then / local. Once we're in here, do the same thing. Press T as in Tom. Let's go into our temp directory. Do the same thing. Control + A as in Apple, and press delete. A lot of times, if you don't do this often, this will be just full of stuff. Now I'll go down to my recycle bin, right click that, empty my recycle bin. Now at this point, Windows is relatively clean. I'm going to go and defrag my hard drive. Bring up the Windows button, type in DEF. You'll see defragment and optimize drives. We'll click on that. I only have one drive, but if you have two, defrag and optimize all of them. And just click optimize. And again, if you haven't done this, this is going to take a long time. I do this every 2 or 3 days. Now your computer should be really clean. In terms of Windows, I think that answers a lot of questions that people have asked and that I've seen on Google or on YouTube. Regarding my online browser and internet tips, because this video is getting too long and because I already have these shorts, I'm going to link these shorts, but the first one's going to show you how to stop YouTube ads for free. With that said, if you have any questions, please leave them below and I will answer them. If I do not know the answer, I will find the answer for you. If you have any comments, suggestions, or ideas, please leave them below. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm wishing you and your family the very best. Thanks for watching. Peace.